Now, a lot of the things that come out of Donald Trump's mouth piss off a lot of Americans, and rightfully so. But this time he's done it again, and this time he's pissed off not only Americans, but the entire country of Mexico. We all know Donald Trump is an expert when it comes to all things business, but when it comes to diplomacy, there's still a lot to learn from Mr. Trump. He's announced Wednesday he's running for president, and in doing so, he managed to piss off Mexico pretty bad. During his speech, he went on a racist rant about migrants and vowed to build a wall to keep them out and actually have Mexico pay for that wall. Now, Margaret, before we get into why I think he's racist, let me give you a quick piece of what he actually said here, okay? This is a little tidbit from his speech. He said, "They are not our friend. Believe me, when Mexico sends its people, it is not sending its best. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists." Okay, look, Donald Trump isn't stupid, okay? He's a smart guy, obviously smart enough to make millions and get to where he is now. But Mexican immigrants are vital to the U.S. economy. They contribute to 4% of our GDP. If you count second, third generation Mexicans, that doubles to 8%. He knows these things, okay? He has resorts in Mexico that we built back in the day. Who built those? Mexicans. They're competent people. He knows that. That's what leads me to believe that this is clearly a racial thing, when he's only talking about the crime, the drugs, the fact that they're rapists. Come on.
There's no question that he made some really inflammatory and racial remarks in this speech. Now, he's given a lot of information outside of this address that you had quoted. He's said a few things that aren't necessarily racist that we shouldn't clump into this. The first one being that the U.S. should have a secure border. I mean, that's just sort of a given. Russia has a secure border, China has a secure border, and in this specific case, I think that was the point that he was trying to make. Now, he made some really hideous statements about Mexicans in general, and you are absolutely right. Mexicans do contribute to the U.S. economy. You know, Mexican officials, they came out swinging, saying he just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand what we've done for U.S. society and what we've done for your economy, and they're right. He should apologize. I doubt that he's going to, but he did make some pretty heinous statements, and I don't see this stopping with him anytime soon. No,
it was pretty bad. I mean, even for a lot of Republicans. But this isn't the first time that he's actually gone out of his way to bash Mexico. Now, when Alejandro González Iñárritu won Best Picture, he was the director for Birdman, right? He was winning a lot of the gold. He tweeted, he came out, he said, Donald Trump, I'm saying, he said it was a good night for Mexico. This guy kept getting up and up. What's he doing? He's walking away with all the gold. Was it that good? I don't hear that. That was something that he said via Twitter, and it's just like, come on, it's obvious. Look, if you're going to come out and you're going to say, I'm running for president, I don't think that's a good time to bash any particular group at that time. It shows your character, shows how out of touch you are, not only out of touch with Mexicans, but even a lot of young Americans who do not feel that way. He's just clearly out of touch, in my opinion.
I'm wondering how this is going to affect our trading with Mexico. You know, they are our second largest trading partner under NAFTA. And, you know, is he going to offend them to the point where they no longer want to do business with us? Is that a possibility?
Every country has their cuckoos, their radicals, and I think Mexico will understand that. I think they understand that he's definitely not going to win for presidency. He's not going to win. But look, Mexico's Undersecretary for North America, Sergio Alcocer, also chipped in. He said that Trump was actually deluding himself. He said the worst scenario is for a politician to fool themselves about reality. And the reality is that Mexicans contribute significantly to the society and the economy of the United States, which is true. And that's what I think a lot of people, I'd like to think that a lot of Americans would agree with that statement, right?
You would think.
Well, we want to know what you guys have to say about this by commenting below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Lib TV 2 for more.